Hey, Bind family, I hope you've had a great spring break, that you are rested up and ready for the final 6-week stretch before summertime comes. I know we're ready, but we have a lot of big moments still coming this year, and so a lot of things to prepare for and look forward to. One thing that we're excited about is the progress that has been made. So again, thanks to so many people, both in the church and the school. We have progress on the parking lot. We have about 25% of it done. A lot of the school areas are finished. Over the course of the next 7 to 10 days, you'll see the rest of it completed and lines showing up for parking spaces. And so you'll have to just be courteous and creative in understanding where to park for the next few days. But we're working that direction and making good progress. I want to show you a couple more things inside that you can be excited about. So you might know this space as the Lido room, or maybe just as the fellowship hall, or the random room by the black gate. But this is the room that students enter for snack break if they're in the Logic or Redick 7th through 12th grade. And we're making some progress on renovating parts of this. You'll have new furnishings that will be coming by the time next school year starts. But we're also redoing all the cabinets and countertops in this space to make it a much more engaging space for them. So you've probably heard a little bit about our Learning Resource Center that's coming to the Grammar Wing. And we are excited about this space because it's going to make reading exciting and accessible for all of our students, but also help students who need additional support. And so this summer, you'll start to see things take shape in what's existing as the art room. It will become more than just a library, but an immersive reading space that's engaging, where typical classrooms can enter into to either have private reading or to have group reading sessions in a place that makes books come alive. We'll also use that space to have peer reading with older students and as a resource for some of our volunteers to come in and do reading clubs with students, just to make the emphasis on reading that much more exciting and to help students engage in something that's really difficult in our busy, distracted culture. Reading is foundational to everything that happens in education, and we know that we need to build the foundation really deep and firm. So with that, in addition to the things that you'll see happen over in the Learning Resource Center, right now that's called the Reading Resource Room, and that's why we're trying to name it something better. And so if your student has an idea for a name for that room, it will help us to theme it and help it come alive, and they can register. If you look at the newsletter, there's a link in there to say suggest a name. And so that's the Reading Resource Room right now, but it should be called something much better, and you get to be a part of helping to name that and theme that room. The next thing that you'll see is our existing Teachers Lounge is going to be moving to another room, and this is going to become a space for Tier 1 learning support. Right now, Misty Dearth has been providing, both for Bind students and for those outside of Bind, additional reading tutoring opportunities. And some of that she's started to do on campus. We're going to create a space that's much better for that type of Tier 1 tutoring for students who just need additional support for seasons and need to either catch up or just reinforce learning at different seasons. It could be math, it could be reading, especially like I mentioned, but there'll be opportunities in that space to use that for additional tutoring support. And then the final space that we're really excited about that is already starting to take shape, and what used to be the old Bind School office is going to be a place for those students who need additional support, who might have a 504 plan or an IEP. Bind has always had the ability to serve those students, or at least to receive those resources, and during different seasons have had really functional educational opportunities for students who had IEPs and 504s. And so the Lord has brought back somebody to Bind who's been gone for 25 years. Her name is Deborah Seagroves. She's been working in the public school system both in Dougherty and Worth County, and she's going to come on board with us to help students who are in grammar school who need additional learning support, who have a 504 and IEP, access those funds for resources, and then also to have pullouts throughout the day or additional accommodations just to make classical education more accessible and a Christian environment more powerful for more families. And so again, you'll start to see all that take place, but when we talk about the Learning Resource Center, that's what we're referencing. We're referencing the Reading Resource Room, to be named later, the tutoring space, and then the additional accommodations that we made with Deborah Seagroves with our as a learning specialist, helping with students with 504s. So we're excited about a lot of other things happening on campus too. A lot of things to look forward to, from field trips to Faces of History, other big moments coming up, and we can't wait to see you on Monday. You have a great weekend, and we'll see you then.